So, man, why don't you go ahead and talk about your past couple weeks? I mean, I've gotten to hear about them, but you've been a little busy. Not having
Yeah,
internet and all.
fucking been working on the weekends. That's for one thing.
That's
Learn how to
whack.
cope with that.
Hmm. Well,
And fucking I learned how to work on engines now on a vehicle. But honestly, fucking this lieutenant bitch. hmm Yeah,
yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say. Oh fuck.
Let's see. I exist. All right. Well, now that's covered. Um, I mean, yeah. I've really just been trying to navigate my way through college a little bit. Uh, Obviously balance between working out, school, working, and your time and girlfriend time. It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, fucking.
But I'm still standing. So, win is a win. Win is a win. Alright, let's see here. I guess I should probably fix this because they're not all there anymore. Pop. Go ahead and. Let me tell you, it's crazy though. I've been just living life really, trying to navigate college, and it's fucking weird because, like, I'll straight up say it: college is not fair, my guy. You straight up fucking walk in, you might as well be shooting yourself in the foot.
Hey man, sometimes you just need to fucking punch yourself in the balls.
Sometimes you just gotta, murder. Alright.
Yeah.
So, right now, Rex Ryan is the one, the only character in this story. So, I don't know. Are you excited?
Wait, I thought someone else was coming with this.
I mean, yeah, you have your NPC, but you're really the only one. Like, you don't even know this guy, honestly.
Fucking, he has my back, I have his. That's all that matters at this point.
True, in a way. And in other ways, you kind of look at it and you're like, man, it's not all that matters. But I don't know. I guess maybe it's a perspective thing.
I mean,
I think
my
it's
objective is to see the layout of the land and see how really fucked this place is. Plus, an escape because last time I remember, I'm in fucking limbo state where I can't get the fuck out.
uh, kinda, yeah, pretty much. There's no really better way to currently explain that. So yeah. So I worked out. That was the extra 20 minutes. So I feel better. I'm not about to punch a hole in the wall or anything, so I think I'm good.
I was fucking wondering what was going on because
Well, alright, so now I have to explain. It was 10 o'clock, I was about to get my slippers on, get my backpack, that sort of a gig, and head out from Kaya's. And then she went ahead and asked her mom if I could stay another hour. And that anyone ever that has a girlfriend or boyfriend, if they ask you for another hour and you know it's okay, you fucking cave like a good person. And so, yeah, I caved. And we played Just Dance for an hour, so I came back tired before I even worked out. And working out alone was another like 16 minutes, not including the time it took to poop, so like another 20 minutes. But after that, life was good. Life was good. Now first, I gotta see how the fuck I can install this game, because now you have me on it. You're playing Shadow War, right?
No. Shadow Mordor.
Oh, well, I've already played Shadow Mordor. Bob.
Yeah, just, never really fucking did it because I had the game for the longest time, thought it was interesting, and now I gave it a try.
Yeah. It really is a good fucking game. I have to figure out what to uninstall, but I want to uninstall fucking anything. I hate I only have 1 terabyte. You know what? I haven't played this enough, so
Other people out there that has less than a terabyte. Wow, he only has 1 terabyte. Wow.
wow, only 1 terabyte, eh? Wow, it sounds like a you fucking suck.
While me standing on 2 terabytes.
I want to upgrade, I really do. I just money's tight, and it's after a while you gotta be like, it's not worth it.
Oh yeah, that's fucking right. Money. I'm buying that game.
What game? The game? GTFO game? No?
Yeah.
Oh, finally! I've had no one to go in with me. You know how fucking scary it is when you don't have any friends? I'm gonna go ahead and uninstall the
What?
first Dark Souls since I have the remaster, and 2's trash anyway. Install it! Oh my god, how much space does this bullshit fucking game need? Fucking... Oh my god. Maybe I
Is
don't
it
want to
like
play it.
$35?
GTFO, yeah. It was only
Alright.
30 initially, but... you know.
They somehow raise the price.
Well, no, they didn't raise the price. When it first came out, it actually went immediately on sale. I didn't want to do that. That makes my soul sad. But that's okay. Because benefit of having games. They are...
Can I just...
I shouldn't do this. I'm doing it. Oh no. Why? But, oh no. It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna do that. Makes it all better. I'm like readjusting all my shit now. No, because I want to play that. Played that on stream last week. It was a lot of fun. Hey! We good. We in here. Alright. So first, let's bring that up to the 4. Let's go ahead and knock off that. Are you ready? Oh, I guess we should probably spend your experience first.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll be coming here with 500 and nothing to show.
Also, keep in mind, you're a psycher. Always fun thing to remember. 2, you have more than just a few capabilities to class into.
I know. Right now, I'm trying to class into a fucking, in a way, a superhero class, you know?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty much trying to be all Smash, right? All Might. That's right! Smash! With psyker abilities.
Well, in a way.
I still need to actually watch that. My Hero Academia. Still haven't done it.
Uh, they came out with a fourth season.
Mm. Then I also want to watch Hunter x Hunter at one point because I've seen a couple clips, and I need to watch Baki because
Oh
I've seen a
yeah,
couple clips in that, and that's really fucking good.
and did you know that they're bringing Borderlands 3 to Steam now?
Yeah, Steam's gonna win out the Epic Games war. I feel.
It
The
really
issue
is.
is that the Epic Games Store, they have access to the Unreal Engine. Like, that's their engine. But I also feel like Steam is just enough ahead of the game that if they really wanted to, they don't need Unreal. And Steam's starting to clock back into that kind of that engine, if you
And
will.
not gonna lie, mate. Right now, everything is half off at Borderlands 3. Like, fucking, like this. Yeah, shit. Want me to get it?
Huh?
Want me to get it for you?
Borderlands 3? I mean, I'm not gonna tell you no, but I'm also not
I
going
mean,
to encourage you.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So, while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and recap, and then you can also spend your 500 XP, you know how. So, last time, our Inquisitorial Acolyte, good old Rex Ryan, super buff Psyker, made his way in to an underwater facility using an aquatic modified Valkyrie. Upon entering, he quickly learned things were fucky. Not necessarily obvious signs of broke or shut down or anything, but there was no one there. Power was in a limited status. Even the servitors had quickly perished, the ones that he could find anyway. Shortly thereafter, he found a pool of some kind because it doesn't have access to the ocean, but also isn't normal. So we'll call it a pool of some kind. And next thing he knows, there might as well be no power. Oh my fuck, Harry.
What?
Nothing, just you. But there's no power to the facility. The facility has completely fallen into disarray. And then it begins to somewhat, in a way, click together, if you will. Everyone is still gone, but this facility has been torn apart. There were claw marks when he first came in, strong enough to tear apart what could be considered a 4-ton gate. He finds a man with his jaw ripped off, but then cauterized, well, half ripped off. Then cauterized patchwork clothes that have been reassembled many times using a variety of materials. But when looked close, it appears he is wearing the Gesaro police force uniform. So he appeared to have worked on this facility as any of the JPF originally came here. And they were tithed from surrounding worlds. Gesaro was a place of major importance. Other than that, he has heard whispers of creatures of all sorts of kinds. Some big and able to rip doors in half, and others more shambling minions. But in the end, no dead stay still, and no living stay walking. And we left off with them climbing down a ladder to the second floor to find the genitorium for this first 2 floors of the facility in attempts to reactivate this sector. And that is, we left him off with sitting at the very bottom of the ladder, flashlights on, looking around. So, seeing your hair bear, how are you going to spend your experience?
Looking at it.
And you have your rulebook, right?
Yeah. That's what I was looking for, so it should take me a while.
Oh, water. What is important after sweating a fuck ton? What is oxygen and water for 700, Alex?
You know, To be honest, fucking carrying a battery is so fucking hard.
Oh yeah, you're talking about ones for cars and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking heavy as shit. Even just for little cars like mine, they're heavy as fuck.
Yeah, I was carrying a battery for a forklift just to put it on.
They're heavy. And this is coming from someone that's done that, so like I feel you. It's not fun. And it wouldn't be as bad except the handles are dog shit. And if you're like a lot of the time I'll end up just carrying the battery by the bottom just cuz the handles are so fucking bad.
What, handles are made out of rope?
Sometimes fucking my half of them I wish they were. But those thick ass plastic handles that don't work for anyone for any form of weight, fucking hate those. Except for Andre the Giant. He's the only one I can imagine doing okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
can see that.
apparently they discovered actually some fun tidbits that with a lot of his current TV and movie roles that they are leaving him because he's using a perfectly legal supplement that allows him to burn fat and build muscle very, very quickly. Like a cheatsy level degree. But it's completely all natural, nothing actually fucking wrong with it other than no one likes that. And I'm like, this is his life?
Leave the guy alone.
Really
If
though?
he could fucking fuck shit up, who's to judge God? Am I right?
Well, also because he got his original body all natural. I mean, it wasn't quite as big as some of his roles, but for the most part, like all his roles were based around his first and all natural, no supplement body type. And if he's using an all natural supplement to then stay in shape, because he is getting older, then that's his fucking business, and I don't think he should be persecuted for it. Now, if it was
Well,
steroids, alright, yeah, that's a fucking problem, but he was not no Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fun fact, Arnold actually did do steroids.
all I'm gonna say is if this guy could fucking do
Let's
shit
see.
that we can't, then don't judge the man, alright? That's like judging autistic people for more power than we can due to the fact that they lack in so much other shit.
Yeah.
You know?
He,
Like an equilibrium.
yeah. He is 47 years old. He is 6'5" and 260 pounds.
God, I
So,
wish I could be him.
sometimes me fucking too, Harry.
Not really though. I'll be too big to fucking fit inside the vehicles.
Then you have fucking Kevin Hart, who's 40 years old, 5'4". It doesn't even say his weight.
He's 45 years old.
Kevin Hart's 40. Dwayne's 47. They've actually been friends for a long time. Vin Diesel, aka Mark Sinclair, is 52 and 6 foot. So, let's see. Who else is Jack Black, who's now retired, 50 years old, 5'6". He's cool as fuck though. Jack Black, he's he's an amazing actor. Let's see.
So,
Sylvester Stallone, he's fucking 73? No. That's no bueno. That means he's gonna die soon. I don't want to say bye to Sylvester
in or
Stallone.
average.
Say again?
Alright, with size. Like,
Oh, your size?
yeah,
I would say
since I
you're
got.
still technically average.
Alright.
You're not quite Ogren or Space Marine size or anything like that, so.
Alright.
And I'm pretty sure Ogren are even still considered average, so. For some reason. Let's see, how old's Arnold now? Now I want to know. He is Arnold 72? Oh no. Oh no. That's not good, man. That means it's gonna die soon, too. Everyone's gonna die. That's how it works. And the
Nah,
corona floating
man.
around, they're all dead.
Nah, you're just too
Tom Hanks has corona.
nice.
And his wife. They were both in Australia when it cropped up and they both caught corona.
Sick memes.
Not even a meme, bro. That's actually confirmed. Forrest Gump
Yep.
has corona. He couldn't run from it. Alright.
Alright. Well, here's a question. Out where's the chart where if I try to raise up my psi rating, what does it do?
What does it do or how do you do it?
Both.
Um,
Actually,
the
how do I
psi
do it?
rating up times 200. So if you're at 3, you do psi rating 4 times 200, and that's how you get to psi 4.
So
So 800 if you're trying to get to 4, 1000 if you're trying to get to 5, 12 for 6, that sort of a thing.
so if
And
I'm going up to psi rating 2, it's gonna be 400.
yes.
Well, that's a that's that, you know?
Yep. And then obviously what it's used for is to increase the intensity of your psi rating, but it also allows you to make it easier or to push more, which both are very, very valuable. Because if you always cast under, then you'll always get a plus bonus to how much under your psi rating you're casting. And if you cast over, you can increase the intensity of it and be. And other than psychic phenomena, which that could be disastrous in its own right, you can do quite a bit of damage. Oh,
Hmm.
roll me a 1d10, by the way.
All right.
Don't say it aloud. So if anyone watches, it'll still be a twist. It's in Discord. And they can't see both my screens. I'm going to move this so. Make sure they actually can't see both my screens. You know how embarrassing that would be? I know they can, but like now I'm paranoid.
Oh, the experience is at fucking 500. Oh, I experienced that advancement all this time.
Yeah. Advancement is how you keep track of all your advances. So if you ever need to go back and calculate and figure out where you fucked up, you can. Like, for a fun fact, if you have, let's say you get stealth from your background or something, you don't pay for the known level of stealth to get your second level, you pay for trained, which is the second level. I never fucking connected that the entire first campaign. So, like, yes, you get the first level for free, but doesn't mean then you then pay for the first level for your second level. Does that make sense?
I'm a little bit busy right now, mate. Looking
Okay.
for that shit.
Like, let's say I had stealth, and this is more for the viewers, so you don't have to pay attention. And I had both agility and finesse. I have the first level of stealth already, so I've saved on 100 XP. But versus paying 100 for the second level, like the way I've been doing it, which I guess this is a no-brainer now, I'd pay 200 for the second level. So dumb as fuck.
Well, I think I should just be focusing on characteristics at this point,
It's never a
and then
bad
I'll
plan.
focus on advanced shit or shit that needs to be focused, you know?
Yeah. Scrutiny is also never a bad option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you can get by with awareness, or you can get by with scrutiny, but, like, just missing one or the other can make your life a living hell. It's awesome.
Scrutiny is based on perception. My perception's so fucking low. What the fuck?
But
Inside, not innocence is also perception as well. I thought it was willpower.
nope. Don't ask me why, but that's how it is.
Alright, well, looks like I'm focusing on perception.
You've done really well, all things considered, though.
That may be true, but shit's shit, you know?
Oh, also, there you go. So, are you ready?
No, not really. What the fuck is this shit? Apparently, perception needs perception, fieldcraft, and I haven't done that shit, so shit's. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I'm doing it.
That's something I want. I do that every fucking time. I fucking love my creepy soundtracks. They make me happy. They shouldn't. They do. So I gotta ask you, are you scared?
Um, fucking. Honestly, if I have to say, fucking a little bit.
A little bit? Alright.
It's
I'm
pissing me
hoping.
off how.
How what?
It's pissing me off how much I have to say that, but you know.
I shouldn't.
No.
So,
It does because, like I said before, on last the fucking broadcast before last one, I want to fucking kill all these bitches, but get two pounds.
well, I'll tell you this. You will be less scared as the campaign goes on and it makes more sense, or you'll become more terrified as it all sets in. So I feel this will be a very fun campaign, purely because you will have a different reaction.
No.
Yeah, either your fear will grow or it'll diminish. It depends. But I'll tell you this: as combat is always viable in every one of my campaigns to be the supreme answer to everything, it is still true to this campaign, but versus brute force fighting, as I'm generally okay with encouraging, you really have to fight smarter, not harder. So, if you ever choose to get in a fight, one, in Dark Heresy in general, it's better to smite. We'll go ahead and use that. Smite smarter. But in the other thread, it's like you really have to pick and choose where you want to play shots, how you want to avoid things. Like, this campaign is made the way it is to make you think. So, here's to hoping it works. And if it doesn't work out, as long as everyone has fun, I don't give a shit. Where's my dago? There it is. Gonna need that. So, is your experience spent?
Yeah.
And could I ask what you spent it on?
Perception.
Smart boy. Smart boy. So, we begin again at the bottom of the ladder. The sounds of the hull creaking and moaning around you, bolts straining against the sheer pressure and depth that you are at. Your friend, whose name was never really given, he's kind of just been floating around. He's again about 3 meters behind you, but cautiously keeping his light, peering at all the doors. Now, last time we mentioned there were 4 doors, each locked well, not locked, but closed currently, with a different feeling behind each. To the north sits hostility, an overwhelming murderous intent. To the south is escape, as if there is a way out of some capacity. To the west is intrigue. And to the east is suicidal. To sum that up, as you found out last time, to the north was the barracks and armories of the facilities. South generally sat docks and transport areas. To the west was scientific facilities of various kinds of research. And to the east was some sort of infirmary and medical ward, as well as medical research, as that was segregated. You found this out from your good buddy old pal, who took very good care of you last session. So, you sit again in the hub, but this time in the second floor, with each of these doors facing you, shut. Lights are off, not even red emergency lights to dim your way this time. As you sling your flashlight around, you see the same tables, but this time, as I mentioned before, with some sort of tubes and implants of various capacity. Your friend, before you both went down, was looking at them, trying to find any fluid that could be left between them. Of which he did manage to siphon a few, but not very many. So, what would you like to do?
Hmm. Alright. Let's see. He was trying to siphon what again?
Your buddy, we'll go ahead and call him Buddy. He is siphoning some form of liquids from the tubes, and so far he's collected 3, each a different color. One is white, one is red, one is green.
And does he say anything, or does he just keep quiet?
Once he's checked the tables very briefly, he stops, and he's waiting on you to pick a direction. I will say that what you are not aware of is where on this floor the genitorium is, whether it's locked, or whether there are missing pieces or anything of that capacity. And he is equally in the dark, as he was always on the first floor to contain any and all threats on that level. That was his job.
Alright. Well, but what about the fucking liquids?
Would you like to try and examine or ask him about his liquids?
Not his liquids, but the liquids that he fucking yeah.
So you are going to ask him?
Yeah.
Word it to me on how you would like to ask him.
Alright. Um. Would you like to explain how you got them? No, not how you got them. Would you like to explain how these could be useful in the future?
I will do his voice once as a recap. Says us to keep us alive. It's not exactly his voice, but I am very tired. So, and to say what he said, because
No, I know.
oh, perfect. Maybe we'll just keep to that voice. Maybe we'll keep the Innsmouth voice.
No, 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 no.
Sent you straight to hell. But yeah.
Alright, well,
If you want, you can try to get a little more out of him, but I would like a fellowship check of some capacity. Let me look here. I want to make sure I find the right one. If you were to do it, I'd probably either want an inquiry or charm check.
fucking, why am I even looking through? No, 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 no. That's all I fucking need to know.
Okay. Well, he sits last pistol out. You have noticed that he has kept his auto pistol away since you gave him the last pistol. Did you give him the ammunition that goes with it? Because every time you get a weapon, uh, whether it's character creation or
Well, I didn't
influence.
really get ammunition from it. I only got a full clip out of it.
Well, I'm just saying, if you have a last pistol and you got it from uh,
Fuck
character
it, should I roll
creation or
influence?
influence, well, no, you're good. I'm saying that you get 2 reloads just for having the weapon, not including the clip that comes with the weapon. So 3 total. So do you give him the other 2 mags to go with it? Do you give him
The
1?
What kind of fucking acolyte would I be if I didn't come in with a full loaded weapon?
Yeah, it's fully loaded. And with
Yeah,
2 extra.
oh, I thought, alright. Then I have 3 clips, got it.
Yeah, 3 total. 1 in, 2 out. And I want to remind you that both of your flashlights also take this last pack. So, might be an important thing to remember.
Well, then he's only getting 1 clip, and that's the clip in within the last pistol.
Yeah,
If shit goes to hell, and if I see it's going to hell, I'm tossing 1, but until then, he's having that 1, that only 1.
hey, that's fair. I might want to go do something, but I don't know yet. I'll do it the easy way because I'm lazy. Because
Alright,
it's
so,
not as if he bitches. He's just happy to have another weapon. And if I remember properly, a las pistol comes with 30 shots per clip on its standard
yeah.
setup. So
I have it here. It's not really equipped. It's just here. All the stats. Last pistol, 1.5 kilogram, 30 meters, 1d10 plus 2, rate of fire, single 2, 30 out of 30, and reload is half. The speciality 4 is reliable.
which means it can only jam on 100. I don't remember. Yeah, so he'll take his brand new 30 shots and he's pleased. Because he had like a burst left of 6. So he's just happy to have a little bit more to it.
Before we continue on, how hard were these creatures? Like, how many shots did you have to shoot before one drops?
Give me a second, I have to math. Let's see.
Well, he killed 7, right?
That is correct. And he was left with 6. So, let's see, 18 times 3. Uh, minus 6. Divide that by. So it took him roughly 6 to 7 shots. Closer to 7. Uh, but we're going to keep it at 6 for simplicity. But it took him
Great.
around 6 shots, a full burst, to take out 1. And that's not including if he bashed him over the head, if he only, if he pulled out his knife and stabbed him. Which you do see, he is strapped with a knife. It's crudely made. It's not like a normal knife. It's been made out of a piece of metal broken off from somewhere. Hammered and tied with a bunch of cloth. But it'll work.
Alright. Well, Alright, so I need to know my directions and what I'm feeling from each direction.
Okay. From the north, you feel hostility. From the south, escape. West, intrigue. East, suicidal.
Which one is intrigue?
To the west.
Alright, that's the safest bet I could go from. So we're going west.
Alright. He has a flashlight in one hand, las pistol in the other, scanning the other three directions, looking towards the door.
My flashlight attached to it, so no, my rucksack. There we go.
He taps you through the door, kind of pushing you a little bit faster, and he appears to have dimmed the light on his flashlight by quite a bit.
I'm not gonna dim the light, but I'm gonna switch it to red, which it should be red.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say you have red and normal.
Because fucking red
Military
light,
flashlights have them, so I have
yeah.
one somewhere.
Because red light is very hard to see and to notice, you know.
Yeah. Go
But
ahead
it
and make me an awareness check.
fucking oh no
With your brand
perception.
new perception. Hell yeah, 34 lower.
Better be 34. I put simple, so better add it. It fucking didn't add it, but still, that's just shit altogether.
So, you're not sure why he's pushing you through the door, but you immediately just, on a faith trust, if you will, you go ahead and turn it low. And you know he doesn't like to talk, but I'm sure you can take guesses as to why he would do this.
It, with that aside, no, with that main, the side thing is, I'm gonna do perception. I'm gonna change it to 34 because that shit's not okay. I'm doing simple +5 to make you. It's at simple. So if you take away simple, it's at 29. You know.
Yes.
Uh, no, continue.
Okay. Do you rush your way through the door? Do you go in stealthily?
Fucking why wouldn't I? He knows this place. There's something that could be behind us.
So, you see that his flashlight is pretty much off. And he's put it away. He's bracing it with both hands, and as you go through the door, he closes it behind you,
I
very
follow
gently
suit.
though. He's very, very fucking gentle. Let's see
I
this
follow
time.
suit. I turn off
Oh,
my flashlight.
he's very gentle. He does a great job, and he's like crouching near the door, kind of peeking through. Give me one
There's a
second.
window right there. Oh no.
No, like he's keeping the door a little open.
I'm gonna not prepare my chainsaw, not rev it up, but
Have it in
ready
hand.
to. Yeah, no, I already have it in hand. I'm just gonna slash at something if anything tries to open that door. No, not him though. Just something on the other side, you know.
You hear the rattling of chains. And you see him just gently close the door. And for a moment, you catch the glimpse of chain flashing around as this weird electricity pulsates about this humongous creature. I should say humongous. It's definitely a good 7 feet tall, however. And you can tell it just from the electric pulses used. So you're not even sure if that's how tall it really is. But just from those, you're like, that's probably 7 feet.
How tall am I?
You're probably like 6'7".
Alright, well, I'm
So you're
putting that down
tall,
somewhere.
and but you're not like as wide as a space marine would be. Does that make sense?
So, is a foot like two dashes, well, two quotation marks, or two marks, or one mark?
It's 2. Like, it would look like, for my height, like that. 5'10".
You mean, you mean, hold on. You mean this for people that are not confused?
Yeah, technically, yeah. So,
No.
make me another awareness check.
Let's hope that this shit doesn't fail. Otherwise, I'm punching myself in the balls.
Don't do that.
Alright, time to punch myself in the balls.
No, 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 no. You can't see and hear everything, but you hear the dripping of water. And as the door fully closes, that kind of withers away. As you turn around, you see before you a very long and very dark hallway, but it follows the same setup. A dozen doors in total, with one of them being behind you, one on the other end, and in rows of 2.
Alright, hold on. In my psycher school of schoolatry,
Uh huh.
did I learn about presence of the void? No, not the void. Of the warp and warp users? Like it was is that
Like
thing?
how to feel it, or like what do you mean?
Like how to feel it, feel others that are the
That's
users, warp users,
that's pretty much what
and
Psyniscience is. It's your ability to use your warp capabilities to feel out the warp surrounding you, but in the underlying sense versus the overture that is, the immaterium.
could it be possible that I could suppress my own so it makes it harder for others to detect my presence? Is
Uh,
that a possibility?
yes and no, but it's kind of, you can't really suppress it, but if you're not just keeping your brain out there constantly and ward it, then, which is kind of what you do naturally being a sanctioned psyker, you're not an outstanding presence, and especially in a facility that's currently empty but filled with emotion like this, you are the last thing that will probably be noticed psyker wise, unless they're like right on top of you already.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna fucking rip them in half. I don't care who hears me.
So this, it rings in your mind for a second, this bioelectricity, and thinking on it, your Psynician's red flags, if you will, go off. I will give you that much. You don't think it was bioelectricity at all.
It's something that I use. Got it.
To some degree or another, it is built upon that.
Well,
That
since I'm a
the
smart user, I should have an easier time understanding such shit.
well, even bio lightning built from the warp is different than this.
Oh, alright.
When your friend, he stays very closely behind you, and he keeps his gun pointed on the door. It's obvious he would like to move. And below
No.
you, you see this pink line dashing all the way across the thin floor. Orange is right, blue is north, pink is left or west,
Can
and
you hold
south
on to that
is.
thought real quick?
Yeah, this is mostly for my sake,
Alright.
so I can remember.
Well, honestly, if I were to go east, I'd be going back in that room where that fucking thing is at.
That is correct.
Which that is confusing due to the fact that I'm already at the front door. But we're wasting time. I would like to continue on with the pink section.
So you continue your way west.
Yes.
Do you check every door? Do you simply walk past and keep them locked? Do you peek in as you push the door? How do you approach the situation?
How I approach the situation is I see if doors are slightly ajar or if they're closed. If they're closed, I leave them alone. If they're slightly ajar, I peek inside,
Okay.
see what's going on. And if nothing's going on, then I'll
I assume
walk
you'd
in.
like to do this
But if a
stealthily?
door is halfway open or more, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to gently close it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you. Are you doing this passively stealthy? So, in a sense that, like, you're trying to be quiet, but it isn't the forefront of your attention? Or are you trying to do this as utmost stealthy, as in it's like your highest priority? You know, are
Well,
you
honestly,
FBIing these doors?
I don't want to attract attention. So yeah, try to stay down. Try to have a low profile as much as possible.
Alright, go ahead and make me stealth check.
All right, let's see how fucking terrible I fucked this up. Nice.
You attempt to do this as stealthily as you can.
Fuck it, using fate.
Good luck.
If this fails, then I'm just gonna deal with it. All right.
Oh my fucking god. That is the only time you've ever used fate and it hasn't absolutely fucked you. Wow. Alright, first time for everything. No, dice, come back. He's trying to run. Alright, I got him. Your friend does even better. Don't ask how. Alright, so he has a 37
No,
agility. He
no,
got
no, no,
5.
no, 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 no. See, here's the thing. I know he does better because I have a fucking mutation that makes me abnormally larger than most humans.
This is true.
So my much heavier than his is unintentionally.
Well, you know. Your friend, though, is pretty, you're pretty sure he could have ghosted you if it wasn't for the fact he's trying to make sure you know exactly where he is. As you begin to try and hide the best you can, and you both are like ghosts. You look through each door, you close every door, you move on. You see nothing of interest, though you do learn a couple things. It appears on the pink side of things, these are considered 2-door rooms. So, for what normally would have been 2 doors, 2 rooms, 2 doors equal 1 massive room. Makes sense. It's a research room. They need as much equipment as they can physically put in there. And at first, there's nothing really specific. Though, you notice something as you kinda did when you were initially coming in through the transport, or the south, aka green wing. And we're going to be calling it the green, pink, blue, orange wings, for simplicity. So,
Fuck.
I know, I did this on purpose. It's going to be good for you, I'm sure. Like the green wing, the pink ring has a lot of slots, if you will, in some of these rooms. And only 3 of the doors are ajar, but each one is supposed to have servitors in these slots. and the slots remain empty. In a few of them, you see wires hanging from above, and you see vast openings in some situations that you're kind of surprised hasn't somehow killed the facility. I mean, some of these dents or even tears and rips in the metal are just absolutely massive. But you continue on without a trace. However, at one point, near the end of the hallway, you come with a choice. You may enter a left door, which appears fully ajar, no one currently inside, or go forward through the pink door, further into the pink wing. And as you sit to make that choice, you hear the jiggling of a lock far behind you.
I'm gonna make a quick decision. I'm going left.
Alright, so you go into the research room, your friend closely behind you, both gently shutting the door. And at this moment, both doors have remained locked. Inside sits a vast research. Well, I can't really say vast. I suppose it's not ginormous, but a sizable research room. On one end sits the spots for servitor and servitor maintenance, as most of these rooms do, because a tech priest assigned to a room, those servitors are his responsibility. If he loses them, he can replace them. And continuing on from that. As you look around the room further, you see that there's two other desks, each with one having an assortment of parts. It appears to be trying to assemble some sort of weapon, though without taking time to examine, you're not sure of what kind. On the other desk sits many cogitators, or computers, that are currently all dark. Then on the side of which you guys came on, there just is various uniforms and equipments, generally used to just assess the physical health of a subject or target.
Are there window on the door that we just closed?
No, none of these doors have windows any longer.
What about desk space?
What about desk space?
Yeah, desks.
So the two desks, they're the one with the weapon parts on it is effectively a big metal table connected to the wall and outstretched out, so both of you could fit underneath that. The servitor housings appear to be tube-like, so the servitor would go in and a metal door would go around. Obviously, there's two there as well. There also appears to be a small amount of space in the robes and auspex area that are hanging in this closet-like little area, but it does not have a door to close across.
Alright, here's the plan. And I'm not gonna say this, I'm gonna do this in hand signals. Simple hand signals that even this guy should get. But I'm gonna point at him, I'm gonna point at me. Desks that have enough room for him and I to go under. I'm going to take off my rucksack. I'm going to take off the battery pack that's attached to my flashlight, put it in my pocket, put it in where it plays. And as soon as we get underneath that, I'm putting the rucksack not in there, but in front between us, where I'll take whatever side, he'll take whatever side, and it's in front of us, in the middle of us. Like, say, if I'm right side, it's going to be on my 11 o'clock. If he's on the left side, it's going to be at his 2 o'clock. You know?
I think so. You're trying to split up and hide in different areas?
No, 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 no. I'm trying to hide underneath the desk space that has plenty enough room for him and I to hide underneath.
Okay.
You did say that, right?
Yeah.
And once we get underneath there, I'm taking my rucksack and gently placing it in front of us. That's not underneath the fucking desks, but just enough where it looks like it just can sit there, left there, so any researchers could, well, the research that brought in a rucksack could you grab tools out of it, you know?
I think so. I believe. I feel like my brain has
But,
ceased, but that's okay.
no, want me to draw out?
No, if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. I think I understand enough.
Alright,
You're both
and I'm
underneath
gonna,
the table, and
yes,
your rucksack's
and
off
I'm
your
gonna,
body.
yes,
Okay.
in front of us, where it's out in the open, but
Gotcha.
it's
So,
hiding in plain sight, and we're behind it, so it gives us
oh, I see.
cover.
So you kind of
Yeah,
have it sitting up, and you're kind of both sitting behind it, and you're both willing to kind of shift it around depending on what door might get jiggled with, that sort of a thing.
yes.
Okay.
So like, and I know what rucksacks are. You could like if you have the bottom set up good enough, you could literally just set it upright and it stays there
Oh yeah.
without anyone holding it.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
super easy. It's awesome.
And I'm gonna unhook the battery to my flashlight and I put it in my pocket.
All right. So the gigolo locks that you were originally hearing down the hallway. The locks finally move, and you hear just a single set of footsteps, but not heavy thuds like they were. And then you start hearing the jiggle of locks on every door, them being viciously ripped open, and voices of some kind. Grunta, 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 every set of rooms. And then they finally get to your room. I'm going to go ahead and use both your previous stealth checks. Alright. I have to think here. He looks around. You see him now. As he walks, you hear the squish as his boots release water on the ground, and he walks, leaving water prints behind him. His eyes appear sunken, one of them gone, water blown out of the eye socket, constantly sort of pouring off him. His clothes appear to be torn, and he is practically naked. And in his right hand sits a stub revolver. It appears in nearly perfect condition. And as he opens the door and walks inside, his tattered gear trailing off behind him, you see him walk past the table, fiddling with whatever was above. Chink, chink, chink. Throws it on the table, goes to the other door and begins to open it, leaving the door on the left side wide open and the door to your right side starting to open as he walks out. Grunta. Then you hear a sharp bang and the fall, a heavy thud, and a dragging across the ground. And the door opens back to the original jingling locks, back out into the hub area, and you hear that door close. For now, you seem to have escaped. What would you like to do?
Alright. Gonna attach the battery back to the flashlight. Not turn it on, just attaching it. And I'm gonna give the guy next to me, a nod that we should move out.
He nods affirmatively.
Alright. I'm gonna place the rucksack to the side so it can get out easy.
Alright.
And I'm gonna put the rucksack back on, and then we're going to continue our way back into the hallway that we just came out of which we would continue west. If I understand that correctly.
Yep. You
Alright.
continue on the pink line west, heading through the door that sits at the end of the hallway. I assume you don't open it like a jackass? Nice and gentle as she goes.
I'm gonna let him do. Well, not him. He's been always keeping his distance. So,
Make an awareness check.
well, last time I did this, I noticed I was keeping his distance.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yep. Keeping his distance and doing his job. His half of it, anyway.
Is there a window on this door?
There's a window in this door.
There's.
Yep, windows on indoors, but on the interior doors, it's not necessary.
I'm gonna take a quick peek. Like,
It's
you know.
pitch fucking black. Do you wish to stick your flashlight on it through?
No. Fucking. I wonder. I fucking wonder. Alright. Shit, give me a moment, will you?
Give you a moment? Sure, you have a moment.
I'm gonna be looking through the psychic tree to see some shit real quick. Just to see what the fucking tree that I'm using is all about.
What
I
tree
know
are you
it's,
in? Biomancy?
yeah.
Self buff, partly damage, enemy debuff.
Alright. If that is the case, I want to, I think that would just fucking make me go blind if shit were to fail.
Looking at that flesh change one.
Is there that one? Hold on. Well, I was thinking of making myself just for a bit prone to see a little bit better in the dark.
Do you have flesh change?
Well, would that be considered flesh change?
Yeah, you would still have to make and use the power. They
Alright.
exist because that is what your character is trained to use. If you want to get the equivalency of dark vision, you would probably have to get flesh change first. That way you could have the capability to change your body. And then we could talk about making a power that would allow you to do that. So it's kind of a two-step problem.
Yeah.
And flesh
I
change
could
is
see
a
that.
little pricey.
Well, now I'm getting into psychic powers.
They're hard. To make a good character and a good psycher's kind of rough sometimes.
It's kind of rough, but once you get long into it, it gets pretty good. Shape flesh.
Yep, shape flesh.
Fuck, perception of. Damn it! I'm at perception of 34. Alright. Fuck. Well, shit. Do I have brightness settings on my flashlight?
Yeah, because it's in the shape of a lasgun, so you have three. Yours is normally kept on the middle setting, so average power.
Alright. Turn it low. And then, do I have to have it on to be able to change it?
Like, are you saying you have to have flesh change on in order to use it?
No, 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 no. Not. I'm talking about my flashlight.
I would
Flash
say
change is a whole nother story.
you probably have your light on the low setting currently, just so you could make your way to the door, because it is very, very dark in here.
Alright. So, why did I not get fucking night vision? NVGs.
Because they thought the facility was working and that they just fell out of contact. They didn't think you would need to have to come in here SWAT. And to be
Yeah.
fair, so did you.
Well, it's always to be prepared instead of fucked, like, no. But, this is Dark Heresy, where shits go right all the time.
Hey, it's all good. Getting fucked is good for you, builds character.
Not unless if I'm fucking dead.
Well, if you're dead, that just seems like a different sort of character.
Yep. Sure does seem like it. Anyways. I'm gonna have to peek through with a flashlight.
What setting?
Low.
Okay.
There's no way around it.
Your light flashes through just the little window, just enough for you to see. You peek around and you see that there are several hangar sort of shaped areas with tall catwalks. And, well, maybe not tall catwalks. It is a hangar of some capacity. And it appears to have several vehicle slots, all empty. And
What appears to be empty, at least.
yep. Oh, sorry, Bubba. Sorry, Bubba. And as you peer through, make me another awareness check.
Let's hope I got fucked.
You see no one or
What's
nothing.
within my 90s? It's either 30s, 90s, or fucking 10s or below.
I don't know. You pissed off some dice god.
Maybe I just haven't been playing games like these for a while, so the dice cards are like, yeah, welcome back, buddy. Fucking RNG Jesus hates you. I was like, alright, fair enough. I'm gonna ask, no, Inquisitor, fuck. My fellow soldier here
Buddy.
to see, yeah, battle buddy, there we go.
Well, like I just said, you can just refer to him as Buddy. He'll respond.
Nope, I'm gonna say battle. He's my
Okay.
battle. Hey,
Shoots you.
battle,
No.
oh fuck.
With a random bolt pistol.
with a fucking random storm bolter that he pulled out of the chest.
Pulls out a fucking full blown plasma cannon. What was that you called me?
Anyways, fucking what the fuck?
Do
Oh,
you
shit
still
needs
have
to
your
be
light
updated.
on?
I do, but now I'm rearing back behind the door. Like I got the flashlight through the window and I'm rearing back behind the door where I'm looking at my battle.
Okay. Battle looks back.
And I'm gonna ask him, is the coast clear?
He looks around for a second, slightly confused. Looking behind him, he's like, behind us? Sure. You have him
Just
slightly confused, but
no. It's always a good idea to ask those around you to see if it's good to advance, due to the fact that they might know something that you don't.
well, like I'm assuming, like you weren't specifying what coast. Are you talking behind you? Because he just looks behind. He's like, yeah.
Well,
Or are you
I'm
talking
asking
about?
like
Are you asking for him to also look through the little window?
no, I'm asking him for whatever area he looks around. Is it clear? Because if so, relying on him to know that we could advance. And since he said, yeah, sure, I think that we're good to go
The
to
rear is
advance.
clear then, yes.
Alright, I'm going to be slowly with my chainsword in my hand.
Chainsword in hand, going through the door.
Yes, dick and balls and all that.
You open the door, and you see immediately ahead of you a man roughly you not your height, but an average man's height, about the same size as Battle. He has a knife in his right hand, crudely made out of glass, and he appears to be in no better than maybe some very light leathers, holes everywhere in them, patched together to protect the shoulders, torso, and like his ass and legs.
I'm going to signal with hand signals for my battle to stay behind me. We're going to slowly, unless if he has something different to say or to act upon.
Battle will just kind of watch you, and he's looking back both ways, trying to see what you're trying to do forward, checking behind, making sure you don't get snuck up on.
Alright. I'm going to proceed through the door.
You proceed slightly through the door, and directly to your left now sits this man. You can tell his hair is long and blonde, matted together, and his skin is very fair. And he holds his knife with contempt, looking out into the hangar. He, for whatever reason, hasn't noticed you yet.
For whatever reason, he's fucking Skylar. It's time to butt rape someone.
No, not
But
again.
anyways. but but he gonna slowly get into this guy's view. No. Wrong move. Wrong move. Gonna use Psyniscience to feel this guy from a distance.
Well, considering you're not even 2 feet behind him,
I'm not even too, what?
it's a doorway. He's directly left of the doorway. You walk through the doorway. If he looked behind him, like barely over his shoulder, he would see like a quarter of your body. And you're fucking massive, so you can't just cling to either wall. You're fucking huge.
Hold on. Fucking lights turning on. Not having this shit. There's literally a light motion in this. I don't move for a good solid 30 minutes. It turns off. Anyways,
Bravo 6 going dark.
yeah, I'm not having that shit. Anyways, um, I am. I'm still gonna try film with Sunniscience to see what this guy is. You know,
Yeah.
not gonna
Well,
touch him like,
yeah, I know
but
what you're
gonna.
doing. I'm with you.
Hey, 77, better than right.
He is an ocean of emotion, if you will. He's the most prominent one, obvious to you, is guard. He is focused, he is eager, he is prepared. As if he is guarding something. There are
With
emotions beneath that, but they're out of reach for you.
but with fucking makeshift glass. Got it, Captain. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna fucking love. Fucking. How do I say this correctly? I'm gonna let my battle know without losing of this stranger. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say this guy is a little bit strange. By pointing at him, by shaking my hand. You know, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So just tell me what you're trying to convey, and then make me a fuck. I don't know what check this would be. Give me a
I
second.
already, I already said what I'm trying to convey that this guy's strange.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what you would do because you're both also from not only different plans but different branches and that sort of a thing. Um, I guess a command check? No, no. Um,
Commerce?
no. We're gonna do
No.
linguistics.
Ah, yes, linguistics. My favorite kind of, what is that
Oh, don't worry.
game
He's
called?
excited too. He was
Fucking,
not
where's
as
one?
he was not as excited as you would hope.
I got a fucking logic.
Linguistics is, let's see, it might not actually be there. Let me look. Because I don't know if this, it should have it. Oh yeah, it's there. It's empty because you couldn't put anything in there because there's no linguistics that you have. Because technically this would be either like thieves can't or hand speak, of which it neither exist in this scenario for either of
Got
you.
it.
So don't worry, he's
Sleight of hand.
well, not what I said, but you fucked up just as bad. So he shakes, he nods, he looks at you and gives you a thumbs up.
Alright. I'm gonna perceive that he sort of knows what I'm talking about. I I honestly don't know how to approach this. I'm gonna ask my battle. How do I approach this? What should I do?
You see that he's already aiming the last pistol at this dude's head.
Alright, so fucking go in with not hostile intent, but fucking stab a bitch if he moves a muscle. Got it.
And he pulls the trigger.
Oh fuck.
Let's see how good your battle buddy is at shooting things. He's really good. And today he has that on its highest setting. No, not really.
Did he kill
Okay.
the bitch,
Um,
or is this
Born
like a
at
joke?
13. Oh no, this isn't a joke. I didn't. This went a very specific way, and it did for a reason. I just have to find something really fast. Um, Hold up. Say again? Okay. He hits him in the right arm. Because I haven't done
Me
this in a
being
fucking
startled, I'm
while.
swinging too.
Yeah.
Alright,
You
fuck
have to
me.
wait until this one's resolved, but that makes that really funny. Um, so your buddy aims very closely at his right arm, which coincidentally is also the arm with the knife in it, and blows a hole through the fucking elbow, causing the guy to drop his knife. At the same time, you grab your chainsword and you go to swing at him, missing horribly, but the attempt being made. This
Initiative?
I don't think initiative's gonna be necessary because I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward. He screams in a language you don't understand, cursing, probably cursing your both your existences, as you swing past him, chainsword slamming against the ground. Are you revving it to life?
No. Question. Since I'm swinging, is it half action?
Yes, that is a half action.
Alright, can I cast Smite?
No, because it has the attack keyword, and you can only make one attack a turn, unless otherwise. So,
I swear I thought I could make two attack actions as long as one was half and the other was half.
no, unfortunately.
Oh, in that case, can I prepare something else?
You can prepare something, sure.
I'm asking, like, what can I prepare?
I mean, you can prepare and get a plus 10 if you prepare smite, or if you prepare a swing, or you can take a guard action, which is a half action and gives you plus 10 to all your evasion, so dodge, parry, that sort of a thing. Um, let's see. You could. I'm trying to think here. You could break from melee. You could disengage. Um, I would say if you really wanted, you could probably take down. That's probably the only attack action, if you will, that I'll allow, because it makes sense. Or like swinging with your limbs.
Well, I was thinking of, like, when was thinking of Smite, I would really grab this guy's head and use Smite up close and personal and just, like, shock him right then there.
Yeah, that I wouldn't allow, because one, that's two attacks. One's a grapple and then one's smite, and two, smite is a full. Well, I shouldn't say full. It's an attack action that takes it, right? I'm trying to find a good way to say it. They both have the attack subtype, and the only reason I would allow you to flail your limbs is because you can't kill someone that way. Not really. Now, if you focused an attack that was unarmed, that's a different story. But then the rule would still apply. So this would be more of anything to, like, maybe pin him against the wall and try to get him to go down faster. Which, that's more like flinging your body, so I wouldn't really say it's an attack, especially because he would probably be able to move out the way.
Well, I'm so fucking hungry at the point. This monster's not helping.
Oh, I
Um,
wonder why.
hmm, uh, 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 alright, well, here's the thing. I want to fucking ready. Yeah, ready. Is giving me a bonus on my next swing?
If you prepare, I guess, I wouldn't say it has necessarily a term on that table, but if you want to prepare a swing, I'll let you get a +10 for it, yeah. I guess we'd probably call it an aim.
Alright, aiming my weapon.
Alright, so next round when you swing, you'll get +10. Also, you wouldn't roll strength, you'd roll weapon skill. Just for future
Yeah,
reference.
yeah, I noticed.
So, man, now it's this guy's turn. As he flips around, you see he has a second knife.
Awesome. Fucking stab me, mate.
Oh,
You
he's going
stab me,
to.
you're losing a fucking finger if you actually do it.
Well, he already lost an elbow, so he's not horribly worried. So he is going to swing to hit you. He is going to take a second to aim first, trying to sum you up a little bit before he goes. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, you poor soul. So that's 52, that's body, and let's roll a knife.
How much damage?
That is a full 7 damage to your center.
Alright, question. Any penetration?
It has no penetration, no.
Alright, I'm taking 1 damage.
So he attempts to stick what appears to be a screwdriver through your center mass, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of leverage. It gets through, it stings a little, but he realizes going for that underhand stab isn't going to work, so he pulls out and flips it to the assassin's grip, and he goes back to a position. Your friend, however, isn't putting up with his nonsense. So he pulls out his knife, figuring one shot was probably a good waste of a round, and he's going to attempt to shove his
You mean
piece, his little
bones?
shiv, through this dude's fucking whatever he can hit. Your buddy hits. Wait, what? Yeah, he hits. And let's see what he does. Let's see, so that'd be 4 plus 2. It rolled so it'd be 93. So your buddy, seeing that this guy's leg was still sticking out, grabs his fucking knife and he digs it into his thigh and twists and pulls out as quickly as he possibly can, trying to create his maximum bleed damage, which sends this guy into, let's see, he absorbs 2, I said 6, so that leaves 4, knocks 2 off his wounds, 2 critical. Meow. Because I haven't done this in a while. Injury. Critical. I'm so excited. I haven't gotten to see these in so long. Critical. There it is, rending. And it's going to be a leg. Stabbing into his thigh, it splits open. The guy must make a challenging agility test or fall to the ground and suffer blood loss as he is injured and, he hits that ground. So, let's see if this guy can make his agility chest to stay standing or if he falls. He makes his agility chest, but his femoral artery immediately begins perfusing, and for this round he takes a level of fatigue, which he has 4 of. So 3 left and he will simply fall unconscious.
How do I know my own fatigue? Like, where
It's
do
your strength, or I'm sorry, it's your toughness plus your willpower, I believe. Let me look here.
Alright,
Yeah, I believe that's right. Yeah, toughness and willpower bonus added together, and that's the amount of fatigue you can take.
well, damn. I got 7 then.
Oh no, only 7.
No, I'm saying yeah, I feel pretty good.
Yeah. So he immediately, his eyes begin to glaze over. He looks woozy. But he still has a knife in one hand, he's still on his feet.
I don't fucking care.
Your turn, Hair Bear.
Fucking swing. Give it a swing and what the fuck is that? All right, that's a 46, but still.
It's because when you put in the modifier, you put another plus when it already starts with 1. So next time you just put 10.
All right.
But you still succeeded. Go ahead and roll damage. But it's 1d10, not 1d10 plus 2. You don't have it on. And your strength bonus, so whatever that is.
That like that or
I think 1d10 plus 2.
hold up. 1d10 plus 2 plus my strength, right?
Take off the 2 because it's not on, which is what gives it its plus 2. And then, yeah, whatever your strength is, which I think you said it's 4, right? 40? So,
Yeah, so shit like that. I don't know.
yeah. So with that, let's see. What did you roll? You rolled 7. That's
Uh,
7D. That's the
11
abdomen.
because add my strength.
That plus 4's already added your strength, right?
Yeah, like my first roll was a 7.
Oh, I don't care. We'll just use your better roll.
Alright, well, shit. I don't know what to add. You know, fucking.
You did good. So you
I'll take
roll
it.
the damage die, then you roll your, then you add your strength bonus, and then if the weapon has any pluses, you add those.
Fuck it. From now on, I'm just doing 1d10 and then I'm adding shit.
There you go. So you... A powerful blow cleaves the target from gull to groin, revealing his internal organs, spilling him to the ground for him. The target is now quite dead. You take your inactive chainsword, you shove it through his stomach, you pull him by his throat and the back of his neck ever closer until you can finally bring him to the ground and pull it back out. He sits very dead. Glass shiv fallen to the ground and screwdriver fallen to the ground, and his eyes glaze over as his guts lay strewn about the floor. And you have successfully completed your first combat.
I don't care. This bitch dead. Let's get moving before more shit gets coming.
As you pull your chainsword out of his body, you look around. And
Awareness check?
awareness check.
Alright. Hey, fuck me, right? It's your boy, Skinny
You
Penis
see
here.
several tents. You see some form of APC off in the corner. It is definitely inactive as the tracks have been broken off. And any weapon has been stripped from it. But its hull is still intact, along with several tents. Catwalks of not very tall variety, but big enough, layer upwards so you can access vehicles and vehicle mounts. You see
No.
various items around the room, none of particular interest, but crates and things of the like that if you were wanting to find something, you might be able to.
Alright, here's the thing. I'm gonna be looking for a master control. Some allows me to look at the history of shipments or vehicles coming in and out. This is a bay, right? Vehicle bay?
Yeah, it's a vehicle
Well,
bay.
it looks like it.
Pretty much. You see various workshops strewn around, parts everywhere.
Then I'm looking for a control panel that either is a master control panel or something that gives history of shipments coming in and out or fucking vehicles coming in and out.
I would say there's really enough space for maybe around 4 vehicles, and then there's enough space in between that they wouldn't get in the way. But near the next door, like between there and the door moving forward, further west, there's a cogitator in the middle before you can start getting to the hangars. So, Go ahead and draw you a quick little graph, boy. Up, 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 up. You are this circle. The fill-in part is the 4 separate hangars. Here's the other door across from you. And in the middle sits a beep boop, or a cogitator. Each of the 4 hangars here have one, so there's one here, one here, one here, and one here. It's obviously bigger, so it's not to scale, but so you get the rough idea.
Alright.
In 3 of the spots in the hangar, so the first one, third one, and fourth one, there are tents in places of vehicles. Only in the second one sits that APC.
Let's see.
I'll also give you a second tidbit. As you look upon the floor with your flashlight left at low level,
Yeah, fuck my flashlight.
you see several puddles of what appears to be pinkish red water.
Got it, so blood.
Yeah. Well, blood mixed with water, so diluted blood. But yes, blood.
Oh, I was thinking of Xenoblood, but alright. But anyways, like I said, go to the console, see if it could be powered. I mean, that's very unlikely, but I'm still gonna give it a try.
You go over to what you hope might be a powered console, and it sits deader than a doornail.
Any paperwork nearby?
There is, on top of the console.
Go ahead and give it a look.
Sure. It's an invoice for all the parts received in the past 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be looking at the very end of the history.
Nothing particularly special. It appears to be a carburetor for a older vehicle.
The last 5 parts?
The other 4, just various boxes of screws, bolts, various sizes. Like, it says crate of boxes, crate of screws, crate of bolts, crate of nails. Don't know why nails would be in a hanger, but it would actually say crate of spark plugs. And then it would go in parentheses as to what the sizes are and how many of each are brought in. Because in the 41st millennium, spark plugs are fucking awesome.
All I could assume is that this room was made for shipments for servitors. I'm gonna be saying this out loud, but enough where only my battle eye could hear me.
Battle looks, and he's like, and I'll go ahead and say it in a normal voice. No, servitors are serviced in the shops. Every tech priest is assigned to, just for the prestige of working here. What he chooses to do with them is his choice. I've even seen priests with heavy bolter ones. But, well, heavy stubber. I have yet to see the bolters. I hear they exist at the lower levels. But this is definitely a light vehicle bay. Nothing like a Rust would be serviced here, but maybe a Sentinel at the heaviest. That over there is probably a Chimera.
As he's a fucking Chimera?
Yeah, Chimera.
Where?
It's in the second slot. It's the hull of the APC. No tracks, no weapon. That, I'm this one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Anyways, can you take a quick glance over here? Is the door shut?
Yeah, he shut the door behind you guys.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna set the paperwork back on the console and I'm gonna take a quick look at the Chimera. As much as you did say that there's not much left of these, I'm still gonna take a quick look, see if there's any ammunition laying around. Even a single round would help. Um,
So you're just kind of searching the Chimera and its whereabouts and what parts are in and out, that sort of a gig?
yeah.
Let's go ahead and make me. We're gonna do a scrutiny check.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You do find a literal single stub round. It's a solid projectile round. It would fit in his auto pistol. Other than that, you just find various assortments of tools, from screwdrivers to wrenches. Something of note is you find a battery in place in the Chimera. There is a battery left, and the engine appears operational. It appears simply to be missing tracks, a weapon, and a rear door, as well as the seats to go with it, that sort of a thing. But the core components appear to actually be there. It appears they were very close to getting to this guy working, and the rest was simply finishing touches, if you will.
Alright. Now, if I know anything about a vehicle, there should be oil in there. May I make another check, if you will?
I mean, you can just check. Are you talking about literal oil, or are you talking about the gas?
Oil. Fucking
Okay.
lightable fluid.
Well, they're both lightable, but you look, you pull the oil guy, you clean them off, you stick them back in, you pull them back out. There's not much left, but it's there.
Alright, I'm gonna take a gander. I'm gonna be looking through my rucksack. Did I bring any supplies with me? Any shit in my rucksack?
You had an original week's worth of rations. You're down to 6 probably by now. Well, no, we'll cover that soon. Other than that, whatever equipment you decide to bring and whatever you requested.
Fucking canteens, perhaps? Any shit?
If you want to say you brought a canteen, I wouldn't be bothered.
2 canteens. Fucking regular army status right there.
There you go. That's fine.
Alright. Alright. Shit. If I got my flak vest on me, is it like a normal, like my vest that I have right now with attachments to it?
No, you said flak?
Yeah, flak vest.
Okay, that is literally just a piece of flak. Like that's it. There's no extra like pockets on it or anything. It's
So
black
it's not
and
like
dull.
my fucking, it's
It's
not
not
like my
like
fucking
yours.
body armor.
No, it's not like yours.
Man, that's fucking gay as fuck. They sent, angry. Alright. You know what? I'm just happy that I got my fucking rucksack on.
There you go. Look on the bright side.
Alright. Well, my rucksack, I know it has attachments onto it. Alright. Well, I am going to be taking a canteen. Did I fill? Yeah, it should be filled. I'm going to be looking at my battles, like, do you got any empty bottles with you, by any chance?
He looks and he just shakes his head no.
I'm
And
going to take
your
a quick glance.
canteen isn't completely filled with oil?
No, I'm not filling it with oil.
Oh.
I'm filling it to see how much substance I drink
And your
as a liquid.
canteens, they're both empty
Yeah.
because you have separate water rations that go with your week long of rations.
If that is the case, then I'm filling one with oil and I'm keeping it with me.
It gets
Hold
about
up,
half
lights went out.
filled. There wasn't a whole lot of oil left.
Well, any oil is better than no oil.
Facts.
Gonna fucking attach us on the left pocket of my rucksack because there's two pockets on both sides.
Go
Normal
ahead
rucksack
and
standard.
make me an intelligence check really fast.
If my guy does not know the fucking basic route of a rucksack, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's not about the rucksack, you're fine.
Well, it's a 66, so make that a 69. I don't care.
You're pretty sure this is safe to burn. Pretty certain.
Alright. Well, still, that being a 69, I'm gonna say nice. Gonna attach it on the left side of my rucksack, and we're gonna carry on. Fucking go on the east side, go forward, like do.
So you begin to head out the other door.
And before I leave, I'm making an awareness check to see if there's anything else. Creatures wise. Could be on the ceiling, could be on the walls.
So you're
I
gonna
don't
look
fucking
through
know.
the tents and shit and be sure there's nothing
No,
else.
not through the tents, but while I'm at the door, I'm looking behind us before I look through the door.
Oh, I forgot to describe the APC. As you begin to go in through the APC, before you do all that searching bullshit, you see several bedrolls that have been rolled up and put underneath whatever seats remain, and there appears to be a lifeless servitor sitting in the driver's seat, along with a
Now you told me
gunner's.
this.
There's nothing you could salvage from the servitor.
Oh,
And
alright.
then there is a gunner's seat, but the controls have been temporarily ripped out as they appear to work on the Chimera cannon, the last. It's not a last cannon. I don't remember. It's like a repeating las. That's what they would call it, something like that.
Just give a quick smack and start shooting. Got it.
Gatlin las. That's what they probably would have called it, off the top of my head. But yeah, give it a smack and it goes thwack. Thwack. It's awesome.
I'll remember this area just in case we get major fucked. Anyways, I'll continue on, look for creatures. What do I see?
Nothing other than.
Now I look through the door.
You look through the door, and you see more of that dozen room hallway kind of look, the same as the one you were in before.
Multiple doors, a long hallway, yada yada yada. Got it. Lights, backup lights, anything?
No lights. It's pitch fucking black.
Like always. Alright. Gonna signal to my battle. I'm moving in.
He's right behind you, ready to go. Weapon and flashlight both drawn and prepared.
Dick in hand. Fucking ready to spoon.
As you begin to breach through the door, you hear a whimper.
Which direction? 12 o'clock? 6 o'clock?
12 o'clock, starting to edge on 11. It's one of the first doors you have access to. It is bent ajar. And I do mean literally bent ajar.
Alright,
No,
quick second.
No, don't! Please!
Significance check? Question mark?
If you think
General
you have the time.
sensation. It's a half action. I think I do.
Fear and ill intent. You have sex. You have 6 seconds to fill it out, yeah? So not very much time. So you get those 2 feelings. fear, and ill intent. And with that, I'm gonna leave you on that cliffhanger.
Alright, thank God. I'm scared enough. Shit.
Enjoy your. We're gonna do 250 this week.
Alright, yeah,
We're
I knew
making
that you're gonna
progress.
fucking trying to make progress, mate. But every action feels like it's hanging on death or life situation, you know?
It's because it is. That's the way it's supposed to
Oh.
feel. Everything could influence whether you live one moment or die. If you haven't dived beneath that table, there's a probably good chance that you would have simply attracted more people. If you do recall, I
Yeah.
did describe them a sharp knock followed by dragging. I mean, that can imply quite a bit.
Yeah, some creatures that my battle is extremely afraid of. The ones that he explicitly avoid. Yeah, those creatures got it.
Yeah. I mean, he explicitly avoids all of them. Though he did appear confused while you were killing that one guy that you murdered just a few minutes ago.
Alright, well, that means he shot him in my head and I fucking swung. I'm going to say got it.
Well, no, he looked confused. But not like because you killed him, you know that much.
Hmm. 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 Alright. Shit's just not adding up.
Not yet. So,
I'm, I'm just creating multiple theories in my head. Do you see how shits go?
yeah. And I would like to re-describe the creature with chains. Um, not like I'm changing the way he looks, but better to say it in a good way. As the door began to slam close, you saw a creature of hulking mass, chains strewn about a body of some form, and a bluish pale light coming off a body in a pulsating way. But other than that, its form remains indescript, unseen, and truly unknown.
Got it. So, Gene Stealer.
You fucking wish.
I'm just taking pot shots, man. There's nothing else I can do.
I'll tell you this: it is not a 40k made creature. Every
Yeah,
enemy you'll see from this point is something I've made.
like I
Unlike,
said, mate, I'm taking pot shots. Just bear with me.
hey, you're good, man. Take all the pot shots you want. I'm just gonna be telling you how it is. With that being said, I really hope you enjoyed it. It's gonna kind of ramp up from here.
I hope not.
Oh, it's gonna, but in a
I
good
hate my
way.
life.
Well, I mean, you literally went from murdering a guy who was standing guard for some reason to a young girl screaming, "Please, no, don't do it," followed by ill intent. There's no like. It went pretty fast.
I think shit's good enough. I'm gonna have to keep shit on my feet.
Probably. Might mask the smell of your own shit.
Ooh. What?
Yeah. You said you have to keep shit on your feet, man. I mean, mask that dirty you smell with the smell of feces, but who knows, maybe it'll even help mask your own shit. You must be pooping yourself all the time.
Listen, mate. There's a difference between pooping myself and being forced to poop myself. There's a distinct fucking
I mean, I
smell.
didn't say that, I'm not forcing you to poop yourself. I'm just saying you must be, I mean. With that being said, I know this was a shorter one, but I still wanted to
We
come hammer this out, and I'm fucking exhausted, so
oh
yeah, this has
alright.
been a limit pusher for me. It's been a very rough week. So I
I
will
mean,
probably head to bed. Happy Pi Day, by the way.
whatever that shit is.
3.14, my guy. And also, happy first annual anniversary of Stephen Hawking's death.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, he died this time a year ago on the dot. And it's also pi day. It's 3.14, mathematical equation of pi, which is why I also thought he must have preordained his death. Not literally, but I think it would be cool if he chose to die on this day of all days. Considering it's the
Man,
most liked day of his profession ever. Hard work being a quantum physicist and a Nobel Peace Prize winner. I think he won the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm not very Stephen Hawking enthused, but he was pretty cool. So, with that, we will cut today's session. Blake is ready to go take a nap. But any thoughts about the session? How do you feel about it?
one thing. I would like to not feel fear for the first time, if you will.
That sucks. If anything, I think you'll only become more afraid.
I hate that.
Only if I'm doing my job right.
And this shit sucks. We do these sessions, and I'm gonna have to go to bed, man. If I get nightmares, I ain't doing this anymore.
Well, I mean, I hope you don't get nightmares from this. This is gonna be one of the lighter sessions. All you did is gore a guy. I mean, fuck. Oh, and, see a chained blue undescript beast. But I mean, for now, that's still left up to your imagination about what it fucking looks like and whether it's out to give you either hentai tentacle rape porn or give you kisses on the nose and it's actually just a really nice lady who just has some chains wrapped around her.
No, fuck that.
What, you don't want to see a chained up mom making you pie?
No, I want to see someone fucking brutalized to death where I don't have to feel fear anymore. Like, but no, I don't get what I want, do I?
No, never. Alright, gang. Me and Harry are signing off for the night. Well, I'm signing off on my side. So, fuck you guys. Have a good night, you fucks. See you tomorrow. And good luck on hopefully not being part of hentai tentacle porn.